What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, Naptown Born. Sorry I ain't been on here on the regular, but I told y'all a few months ago that this YouTube shit just, it isn't the same for me no more, so I'm not going to be on here like on a regular basis anymore. I'm just not. I'm not. I have more fun participating in online fucking flame wars than I do dropping boxing vids on YouTube anymore. It might be sad, but it is what it is. Anyway, I don't have much to say. Another reason is I just started school in January. So school, work, wife, kids, sorry YouTube, my time's taken up elsewhere. Anyway, I don't have much to say about tomorrow night's fights. I am looking forward to seeing Saki Obika in action. I'm looking forward to seeing Adrian Broner beat the living shit out of Gavin Rees. And I'll tell you why. Gavin Rees is not a worthy opponent to me. He's not. He's not a worthy opponent. Ricky Burns is. Ricky Burns doesn't want to fight Broner for some fucking reason. So you know what? Broner's going to go over there and beat the shit out of his, a Ricky Burns, lesser version. You know what I mean? I know they don't fight the same. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying American versus Brit type shit. You know what I mean? He's going to go over there and beat up somebody else. Because in my opinion, Broner beats the shit out of Burns too. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing Gavin Rees receive this beating. But this fight, let's be fair and let's be critical. I like Adrian Broner. I think he's the next, one of the next special things in boxing. This is not a worthy opponent. This is not somebody he should be fighting. It doesn't do anything to help him. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing he's going to gain out of fighting Gavin Rees except for maybe pushing Ricky Burns into, actually fighting him. Which I know there's promotion issues behind the Ricky Burns thing, but to me, fighters are fighters, and they have a say. So Burns ain't fighting Broner, then Burns is a bitch, in my opinion. Yeah, he's fighting Vasquez next, but that motherfucker ain't shit either. So anyway, like I said, I don't have much else to say about tomorrow night's fights. I think it's going to be one-sided. I think Broner is just going to dominate and knock out Rees. So that's that. What I really want to talk about is Zab Judah and Danny Garcia. I know Garcia got injured and the fight's postponed, but I'm assuming that the fight's still going to happen sometime down the line. This fight, I'm mad at Garcia. I don't think he should have took this fight either. I don't think Zab Judah deserves another shot right now. It's at the top, the cream of the crop. I don't think he deserves it. I'm a Zab Judah fan, but after what happened with Amir Khan, man, it's time for him to take a fucking back seat. And it's time for Danny Garcia to pick somebody else. You knock Khan the fuck out. Now go fight somebody else that's awesome and make your name even bigger. You know what I mean? I don't see Zab Judah posing much of a problem. I really don't. I've been known before to come up with reasons why Zab Judah can win. I picked Zab Judah to beat Amir Khan. But in this fight, I mean, let's look at history with Zab Judah, man. You pressure him for 4 or 5 rounds and you make it effective and you make him worry, he fucking folds. He folds like a fucking taco. You know what I mean? And Garcia is one of those guys who's willing to punch with you instead of countering or being super aggressive and starting everything. Look at how he knocked out Amir Khan. He's willing to punch with you, which means he's willing to take a couple hits from Zab Judah in order to get his hits in, and it's going to be a matter of whose hits are more effective. And Judah folds. He's got no mental discipline. He's got nothing. You know what I mean? He's got all the potential. He had all the potential when he was young, man. But he's fucked up here, and it loses him fights. Yeah, if a new super Judah shows up that's all disciplined and well rounded and shit, and comes in with a good game plan and some actual defense instead of just mocking Pernell Whitaker, then maybe he's got a chance. I mean, if he can evade Garcia and, you know, kind of sharpshoot through this fight, he can win. But that's not what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, Danny Garcia is going to get in. He's going to pressure him. He's going to make Judah fold. And either Judah's going to get knocked out or he's going to fucking quit. And that's how I see that fight happening. I really don't know what else to say. Oh, I didn't do post fights a few weeks ago either. I do think less of Gennady Golovkin now. I don't feel he should have had that much trouble with Rosado. I felt he did dominate the fight. Rosado had his moments, but clearly Golovkin's power, and I mean, he was beating the shit out of Rosado. I thought it was a good stoppage, and Rosado was going to be on his way out of there, even though he was fighting and showing, you know, Rosado was a warrior, but Golovkin was just beating him. But I think less of Golovkin now. I don't think he competes with Martinez. I think Martinez right now owns him. So I haven't really caught up on recent boxing news either. So if I'm missing something important, y'all let me know. But right now, I mean, what am I going to talk about? Whether or not Mayweather is fighting Robert Guerrero or who the fuck he's fighting? I don't know who the fuck he's fighting. I don't fucking care, really. Not right now. Pacquiao's going to come back. I don't give a shit right now. Like, I love watching boxing, and that's just what I'm going to do. Tonight I'm going to watch Friday Night Fights. Tomorrow I'm going to watch, you know, boxing, Broner, Bika, and probably if there's British fights on, I'll probably be watching boxing in the afternoon too. So I love watching it, but so far this year, I haven't found anything interesting enough to get me like going, you know, to get me making multiple videos a lot and talking shit and, you know, all the shit I used to have fun with on YouTube. But right now, I just think I'm kind of hating on Garcia for fighting Judah. I like Broner, but I'm kind of hating on him for fighting Rees. But I am at the same time looking forward to seeing Rees get his fucking ass kicked. So, man, y'all let me know. If y'all watch my vids and find me interesting, then let me know what you want me to talk about, and I'll try and look some shit up tonight and think about it and maybe make a couple more vids over the weekend because I got some free time. My homework's easy this weekend, so I got some free time to spare. Also, Facebook. I just joined Facebook like a month ago, but I joined it under my real name and all that, and I don't want to give all that information to crazy people from fucking YouTube online. Modern era, modern fear. So what do y'all do when y'all do Facebook and interact with the boxing? Do y'all just make a separate account or page for boxing conversation, or do y'all actually do it with your own personal Facebook account, like with your actual friends and family in real life and then combine that with YouTube? Because I mean, if that's what people are doing, I guess I'll tell y'all my Facebook, because I don't know, I get bored on Facebook because I post shit that pisses people off, but hardly anything about boxing because nobody I know really talks about it or gives a fuck. So I do get bored, and I do want to have like conversations, not just posting videos and reading comments that people make to my video. I would like to have like an actual conversation. So I don't know. Fuck, I guess I better go ahead and light this cigarette. Well, that's it for now. Later, y'all.